Hi, my name is Anthony Ycaza. I'm from Bergen County, New Jersey. I'm attending to William Patterson University in the BS Information Technology program. I currently work at Amazon. My goal is to graduate in 2026 and continue learning and improving my skills in technology to build a solid career. I'm really interested in how technology can help solve problems and make things more efficient. So I want to keep growing in this field and take full advantage of the opportunities. Thank you. Next, we will talk about the main topic, which is technical writing, and it is basically making complicated information easier to understand. Lesson 1: Visual Technical Communication. Using visuals effectively is very important in technical communication. Often, people who don't fully understand written explanations can quickly grasp a complex idea through a clear image. Additionally, when information is presented well and ethically, it can be very persuasive. For example, at the start of the coronavirus pandemic in 2020, many people were confused about how dangerous the virus was for them and their families. To clarify the situation, some newspapers published images and animations showing how the virus could spread between peoples in their daily lives. So, in this slide, we can see on the left side a text with a large number of words explaining COVID-19, and on the right side an image that illustrates the disease clearly and precisely, making it easier to grasp the information effectively. Okay, visual communications and the writing process. In some fields, it's recommended to start with visuals before writing the text. This helps organize information better and makes the message clearer. That's why before writing, we should ask ourselves, what message do you want to convey? Once you have decided the message that you want your readers or audience to consider, choose how to communicate that message both in words and visuals. Okay, what are the right ways to show data? If you want if you want to show a relationship between your data, you should pick the chart that makes the relationship the clearest. For example, a column of numbers can give a lot of information, but only if the readers know how to read and interpret them. So as communicators, our job is to create visuals that highlight the point we want to make, not confuse it. Okay, here we have types of visuals. Now I will explain the 9 types of visuals. So the first one, line graphs, pie charts, bar charts, dot charts, tables, maps, photographs, line drawings, and Gantt charts. Pie charts. A pie chart is used when you want to show how different parts relate to the whole. Line graphs. A line graph is used to show trends or changes over time. Bar charts. A bar chart is used to illustrate comparisons between items or to compare items over time. Dot charts. A dot chart is a way to display data where each dot represents a specific value. It's similar to a bar chart, but instead of bars, so you need to use dots to show the data. Tables. A tables is a structured way to present data in rows and columns. Maps. Maps is used to show location or to compare two items. For example, the clip art image shows the location of the province of British Columbia in relation to the rest of North America. Okay, photograph. Photograph is to render exact detail or to show something being used. The use of a photograph in this example is effective because it shows the details of the teeth in the jawbone of this fossil. Line drawings. Line drawings are simple, clear illustration created using lines, often without shading or detailed textures. Gantt charts. Use a Gantt chart to indicate timelines, especially when you are writing a progress report. Convention for typical visuals. To use visuals effectively, it's important to follow certain conventions, just like a title, a caption, all units label, source of data if you didn't create it yourself, source of the visual if you didn't create it, and for commercial use, you may need permission. Visuals that confuse or mislead. Sometimes visuals are created with intention of confusing or misleading the audience. For example, in annual reports, some graphs are used are used to hide poor performance. There are also cases where icons are used instead of numbers, like in a sales graph where the size of the hearts doesn't proportionally represent the increase in sales, which can lead to misunderstanding. Right. Lesson 2. Technical communication online. Nowadays, it's common to search for technical solutions online. When we have questions about using something or solving a problem, we often turn to Google, Yahoo, or YouTube, where we can find plenty of helpful information. Manuals and reports that were once printed are now uploaded to the internet, allowing users to read or download them easily. Structured documentation. Structured documentation uses style sheets to organize and format documents consistently, making it easier to transfer them between different platforms, applications, and devices. This ensures, this ensures that when switching programs or devices, the formatting and design remain intact. Converting documents to portable documents file PDF. Converting documents to PDF is a great option when you need to share files without allowing edits. Many companies use this format to distribute technical and corporate documents because it can be easily opened on different devices without expensive software. This allows users to read the documentation online or print only the pages they need. Sharing documents electronically. To share documents online, the most common way is to send them as email attachment, but compatibility issues can sometimes arise if the system or programs don't match. Converting files to PDF is a good option since they can be opened on almost any device. Another option is Google Docs, which allows teams to collaborate on a document in real time and control who can view or edit it. Newer versions of Word also make it possible to share documents without needing to send them by email. Share folders and documents posted online. More and more companies are using shared folders and online platforms so teams can work on documents together no matter no matter where they are. This way, multiple people can add or modify information and update the files in real time. Writing in digital media, online documents, video, screencast, and podcast. Digital technologies have made it easier and cheaper to create and distribute technical documentation. They are quick to update and distribute, which is more cost effective than printing. They also promote a healthier environment by reducing paper, as users only print the sections they need. Here we can find four types, which are online documents, video, screencast, and podcast. Online documents. When creating online documents, you need to organize the information so it's easy to find using search functions. Design the layout so readers know where to look and write clearly to make it easier for users to read. It's important to keep the following points in mind. Plan your document navigation. When creating online documents, it's important to think about how users will navigate them. Having a clear structure like a visible navigation bar, a sitemap, and if possible a search function is key to help users easily find the information. Use consistent design throughout. It's important to keep the design of your website or online document consistent throughout. If buttons and links are always in the same place and look the same, users will quickly get used to where to find them. Also, using the same font and size for similar headings makes it easier for users to understand the relationship between sections. It's important to be concise when creating documents for the web. Since reading on screen is slower than on a paper, you should write about 15% less than you would for a print document. Write for scannability. Use numbered or bullet lists and highlight keywords in bold, and also avoid underlining as it can be mistaken for a link. Names, titles, and headings. So remove unnecessary articles and pronouns from the beginning of titles. Use standard web design conventions. Follow common web design conventions to make navigation easier for users. This includes underlining clickable links and using a familiar format. Video and screencast. YouTube has a large audience. Making videos is useful for complementing technical documents. Videos or screencasts can help convey content in a more dynamic way. Screencasts versus text. Text explanations are deeper, while screencasts show how to apply concepts quickly with voice in the slides. Both methods have their advantage depending on the content. We can also see on the right side a YouTube link to a short video that is found in the book, which is basically an example of how to use a screencast to add voice to slide presentations. And finally, podcasts that have become an important tool for communication with over 900,000 available and more than 28 million episodes as of 2020. This medium is popular in the US, with more than 50% of the population listening, and many do so while engaging in other activities. In short, podcasts offer an accessible and effective way to reach audience. Thank you for your time and listening. This was my presentation for technical communication class.